Well, I've always been of the view that this sort of analysis, you need input from external experts. I mean, this is not something that we have a long history or expertise in Gibraltar. So we need to bring in external expertise, and I think it's right that the government is doing that, and I would have urged them to do it if they weren't. The TLAC committee, of course, is more localized, which again is the main focus of this, because we need to remember that whatever the external experts may say, we need to consider the impact on our economy and businesses, and not just the effect on local businessmen or women, but also the ordinary person on the street, the consumer, because this will have implications for them going on if things like VAT are introduced.
VAT could potentially have a massive impact on the economy. Is this perhaps your biggest concern?
Well, I think, before you even start talking about VAT, you need to understand whether you want to go there or not. I mean, there are many different types of customs union, there are many different models. The Chief Minister talks about bespoke model of customs union. Now, there's a whole spectrum of them where you can actually be in a customs union but not have VAT, or you could be in the full VAT type arrangement of the European Union, or even your own custom-made VAT arrangement, like I think the Canary Islands have. So you can look at other countries, how they've done it, how San Marino has done it, what Turkey does. But of course, we don't manufacture anything. So what may be important to Turkey isn't important to us, and vice versa. So what we need to do is look at our own economy and then see, well, how does that map against the concept of the customs union, and what are the deliverables that we would have to give in order to join that, and does it make economic sense?
Significant vagueness and uncertainty 3 months away from the deadline. That's something the GSD is highlighting. At this stage, how much should we know and where should we be in this negotiation?
Well, that's a big question, because I think it would be unfair for me to say, well, the government should know more, when partly some of this is not within their control. Because, of course, a lot of it is driven now by the European Union and their own negotiating agenda. But certainly I would expect the government to have a fair idea of what it is that they're aiming to do, certainly with respect to anything to do with a customs union. And the framework agreement, if you look at it, has almost a page and a half talking about movement of goods. The joint ministerial statement only has one paragraph on it, in very vague terms. And I think they need to move quickly on that, which was independent of anything that Europe may be doing in terms of the treaty itself, to make sure that they know where they need to be in the negotiating position. Because if you don't know that before you go into the room to negotiate, then you really are at a disadvantage.